Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we are talking about King Brodd, which is this big old man who is £130. Yeah, that's a lot of money to throw at this model. However, despite the I can't say despite the price. I can't, and there's a price increase. This is going to get really pricey. It's already really sodding pricey, but it's really detailed and it's such a nice model. But I know that if I tried painting it, it would look awful. This is a model that you buy if you're confident in your building and your painting. It's such a wonderful model. I've already covered it slightly when it was what was it? It was a preview event, and I sort of covered it, and I had talked about it, but I'd never dedicated its own episode to it. And it is a really nicely done model. It looks amazing. I absolutely love the sculpt. I love the paint job. Everything about it is brilliant. However, the price, it's a bit much. It's a bit much, but it does look rather nice. Also, I like how realistic his nipples are, but despite having realistic nipples, we can see him in all of his giant glory because this is quite a big model. I really like the fact that he's got like these weird gremlin looking things on his horns. That's really quite good. Also, do you think if he starts lactating, do you think that could like flood a village? Anyway, despite that question, Jesus. Despite that question, someone's going to answer with accuracy, aren't they? Uh, I, yeah, it's just a really nice model. His fingernails are worse than mine. That's impressive. But I do like how everything about this model is very much put together. Like, his clothes are stitched out of a million different fabrics. His armor that he has, you can quite clearly see he's taking that off a building. The horns that he wears comes from like a massive beast. I don't know what they come out of. I say they're horns, they look more like teeth, like tusks. So he's probably killed some massive monster. The amount of bones and everything that he's wearing looks menacing as shit. And he's got a massive tree as a weapon that he's turned into a hammer. It is just a massive tree. This man is brilliant. I love how they've painted this model though, because look at the detail in the skin and like the wrinkles and everything. It's really well done. Like I said, this is a model that you pick up if you're confident in your painting. But the price, it's so pricey. But then again, how many points is he in game? I got a feeling he must be worth a few points in game. I do like the little gremlins. The little gremlins are really cool. I mean, look how happy this one is. They're both so happy, but this one's just comfy in this guy's hair. I assume that's his hair. I don't actually. Ugh. That could be his back hair, or it could be a pelt he's wearing. It could be his back hair. It's like he's really let himself go. Also, if I was DK, I would focus solely on the feet because the feet look horrendous. However, I know that DK likes feet, so here you go. I don't know if DK from Adeptus Ridiculous likes feet, but you know, he likes anime, so there is correlation there between anime and liking weird stuff. So yeah, toes, little beans. They're not little. Yeah, it's just really weird. Wow, they've actually told us his height. He is 180 millimeters height and 130 millimeters base. He must be quite pricey to use in game then. I'll laugh if he's only 100 points. 100 point model does fuck all. It's just it's just a model that you buy because you want to give yourself a painting challenge or a building challenge. the amount of sprues he's got. My God. Like, look at them. That's huge. It's a big old fucking box as well. My God, this is a huge model. And yeah, Sons of Behelmet, which seem to just be giants. So yeah, you can have an army of giants. That's cool. Though I'm pretty sure he must be at least, what, 500? I'm gonna say 500 points. I've got a feeling he might be 500 or 600 points because of the absolute size of this unit. Anyway, let's get into the rules. Oh, hang on, there's alternatives that you can build him as. You can build him as a Beast Smasher Mega Gargant, a Kraken Eater. The Kraken Eater sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. The Gatebreaker sounds lame. And the War Stomper sounds generic. What the hell is the Kraken Eater? I now need to know what the Kraken Eater does. But we need to look at it. We need to look at King Brodd's rules here, because this is a massive model, and yeah, it's a brilliant kit. But the price, my God, 130, and this is even before the price hike. So God knows how much he'll be after the price hike. However, it's a really impressive model. So let's get into the rules. So these are the rules for King Brodd, and his movement is meh. I really hate it when they put this weird symbol on movement, but I understand why, because he brackets. So movement 10, 40 wounds, bravery 9, save of a 4, which I thought he would have a better save, if I'm being honest, because his points value are 100, not 100. If he was 150, this would break the game. His points are 550, so I was close with my estimate between 500 and 600. Yet, I wasn't right, so I just fail at life. Anyway, despite that, he's got some really interesting melee weapons. Death Grip. Sorry, I just read Death Grip. Oh, the MC Ride appears in Age of Sigmar and just starts rapping on GP. Oh dear. Anyway, right, I've mentioned Death Grip first, so we're going to have to go through Death Grip. Range 3 inches, attacks 1, sounds about right for MC Ride. To wound 3, to not to wound, to hit 3, to wound 2, rending damage -2, damage d6. Sounds about right when listening to On GP. That's the amount of emotional damage I suffer. Almighty Stomp, DK's favourite move. If you're listening to this, DK, I don't know if you've got a foot fetish or not, but if you do, that's fine. You can get help for that. Oh dear, my chances of going on to Adeptus Ridiculous have gone way. To be fair, I'm never going on that show, mainly because I've annoyed them enough with ridiculous gear. Tonight on Ridiculous Gear. Why did I start that? Simple, I'll tell you why I started it, because it was an inside joke that went way out of hand and now I can't stop. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than you, no one can stop it, I've managed to start a cult and it's all my fault. Anyway, Almighty Stomp. To hit, freeze, to wound, freeze, rending damage 2, damage D3, so I thought it would be flat 3. But damage D3, alright, you're just using feet. And Obelisk of Torcrania, aka the big fuck off hammer. You get 4 attacks with it. Creepers. Sorry, creepers. Is he a fan of Minecraft? Bet no one's made that joke before. Dear. Creepers. I swear to God, if I read the creeper's profile and you launch a creeper and it explodes, I give up. I give up. I'm already am home. I am going to sleep. I don't care. That if it's like you launch a creeper on whatever this is, on a 2, 3, 4, or 5, it does D3 damage when it explodes. I'm going home. I'm already am home. I'm going to sleep. So, attacks 4 to hit 3 to wound 3. I'm surprised the wounding isn't 2, considering it's a massive fuck off hammer. But oh well. Rending 2, that is weaker than I thought it would be, but damage is a flat 5. So if you get a hit in, you're just murdering everything. And also, mightier makes rightier. What the fuck is mightier makes rightier? Right, sorry, I'm gonna have to try and look this up because that just sounds really weird. So, he's priest. Priest. This man is a... priest. King Brodd. Priest. Oh yes, I can see him. I can see... I can imagine him at Songs of Praise. Oh, thanks, bright and beautiful. Just kills an entire church. It just bellows everything at you. Oh dear, that's... dude, just... Oh, things bright, just the entire church blows up. But what the fuck is mightier makes rightier? Creepers, Longshanks. Okay. Power of Behemoth. Oh, I'm gonna hate this name by the end of it. Timber! Crushing Charge, War Master, Almighty Stomp, Creepers, Death Grip, Sons of... Yeah, I don't know what... I'm gonna have to look up Mightier Makes Rightier. My apologies for this weird edit, but I want to get it right, so bear with me. So, Mightier Makes Rightier is basically the amount of models that it counts as when it's holding an objective. So, for example, if King Brodd is holding one objective, that's the equivalent of 25 models holding that objective. And as he suffers more wounds, that decreases to 20, 18, and 15. Which is understandable because the amount of points he is and the massive size of him. Anyway, let's get into... I really want to know what creepers do. I did have a brief look, but yeah. In each charge phase, the first time an enemy monster within 3 inches of this unit is picked to carry out a monstrous rampage, roll a dice. If the roll is equal or greater than the creeper's value shown on this unit's damage table. So I assume that's this. So if you roll a 2 or 3 or a 4, you know, it goes up as you take more damage. That monster cannot carry out a monstrous rampage that phase. So it basically acts as a stun. Cool beans. Almighty Stomp. Talking about cool beans, Almighty Stomp. Add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with this unit's Almighty Stomp that target an enemy unit with a wounds characteristic of 3 or less. Add 1 to hit rolls. So you are hitting on 2s if you target basic infantry. Okay. What else? There is Crushing Charge. When you make a charge roll, roll a dice for each enemy unit within 1 inches of this model. On a 2-up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds if it is a monster, or D6 mortal wounds if it's not a monster. Well then, okay, I'm not arguing with that. Are you arguing with that? I am. So if you have a bunch of basic infantry, yeah, they're gonna get squeezed. Death Grip. just shout guillotine at your opponent. When determining the damage inflicted by an attack made with this unit's Death Grip that targets an enemy monster, you can roll 2 dice instead of 1 and pick either result. Okay, so you roll 2 dice and you take the highest result. Nice. Longshanks. Okay. When this unit makes a I can't talk. When this unit makes a normal move, runs or retreats, it can pass across other models that are not monsters and parts of terrain features that are less than 4 inches tall, or 4 inches tall in the same manner as a unit that can fly. Why did I say inches? I assume that it's not 4 centimeters; it's 4 inches. Just 4 centimeters. You can't pass through anything, mate. Son of oh, fuck off! I hate this word. Son of Behemoth. Sons of Behemat are nearly as difficult to kill as their mighty progenitor. Uh, with the effect of a spell or ability that would slay this model without any wounds or mortal wounds. Hang on, there's spells that can just instantly kill a unit? Okay, there's what? There's spells in this game that can kill models instantly. I now need to know what these spells are. This model suffers D6 mortal wounds instead of being slain. So you can just delete units with certain psychers. You can delete models with certain psychers. That's terrifying. That is. Terror. This terrifying monstrosity strikes fear into the hearts of their foes. Enemy units cannot receive the inspiring presence command while they're within 3 inches of any friendly unit with this ability. Okay. War Master. War Master. Abaddon's going to be very cross with that title. You're not the War Master, I'm the War Master. To be fair, if Abaddon and King Brodd fought, my money's on King Brodd. The man's just a massive slab of death. Abaddon would probably lose, or throw a temper tantrum and fly a massive Space Hulk into him. That would be an interesting fight. Just, aha, I'm King Brodd, I've challenged you to a 1v1, and then Abaddon just launches a ship at his face. If this model is included in a Sons of Behemat army, it is treated as a general, even if it is not the model picked to be the army's general. Very nice. Timber! I don't know why I said timber like that. If this model is slain, before removing the model from the battlefield, the players must roll off. The winner picks a point on the battlefield 5 inches from the slain model. Each unit within 3 inches of that point that is not a Mega Gargant suffers D3 mortal wounds. The slain model is then removed from the battlefield. So it blows up. or it just falls. Yeah, it just falls on people. It doesn't blow up. That'd be a gross image. Power of Behemat. Power of Behemat is a prayer. The guy's a priest. Why is he a priest? Can you imagine him as a priest? It's a prayer that has an answer value of 3. Add 1 to the chanting roll if an enemy monster has been slain by this unit in battle. If answered, pick one of the effects below. The same effect cannot be picked more than once per battle. So, you have Shatter the Mountains. Add 2 to the move characteristic of any friendly Sons of Behemat units until the end of the turn. Might of the Earth. You can heal up to D3 wounds allocated to each friendly Sons of Behemat unit. Can you heal yourself? And it says to each unit. Not that you... It says to each unit. Each unit. So, I assume that if you have a Sons of Behemat army, everyone gets healed up. That seems really powerful. But you have to... I don't know. It just has an answer value of 3. And, yeah, add 1 to the chanting roll if you kill an enemy monster. So you could just heal everyone constantly. Okay. Pummel all to dust. Improve the rending characteristic of the following melee weapons used by the Sons of Behemat units by 1 until the end of the turn. Obelisk of... So yeah, you can heal yourself and you can make yourself faster. Okay, Obelisk of Torcrania, Menhair Club, Shipwrecker War Club, Titanic Boulder Club. Yeah, I feel like there's a theme here. Fort Crusher Flail and Massive Club. Of all the names, Massive Club. What's your weapon's name? My weapon's name is the Shipwrecker War Club. I have the Titanic Boulder Club. What's your name? What's your weapon's name? My name's Steve. I'm new to the Sons of Behemat, and I've got a massive club. It's just a massive club, mate. I just go boink and people die. Oh dear. And yeah, that's it. It's a really good unit. I mean, it should be. It is 550 points, and the price that is, it's £130. I I think it sort of reminds me of Custodes. I know that sounds weird, but with Custodes you could own. No, Custodes is a wrong comparison. It reminds me of Knights or Titans because you can only have a few Titans or Knights, and this is like the Age of Sigmar equivalent. I do like the models though. The model is really cool, and yeah, it's a really good model to use in game, as it should be. And the fact that you can just heal yourself is batshit insane. But anyway, I ought to go. I've been Idiotic Synergy, and I've been rambling at you for too long, so see you later and take care.